Today's Commerce Assistant Professor, Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Today, let's discuss the topic triggering automation scripts using Jenkins or GitHub Actions. Okay, so let's first do an ice break. In this, we'll discuss how we are, what tasks you wish to run automatically. So, what is the time saver challenge you are facing? In this, you need to list 3 repetitive tasks in your daily workflow and your dream workflow. First, we have the current workflow and your future workflow will get. From that, you have to empathize. You have to get the empathy from the user. Understand automation challenges faced by development teams. Then you observe a pain point. That is, identify repetitive manual tasks and deployment bottlenecks. Okay. So first we list out the challenges, and from this part we are choosing the repetitive challenges. Then we will do a stakeholder interview to gather insights from developers, testers, and DevOps engineers. And then we will find the problem statement. So from this, we are getting the automation requirements, define, trigger, conditions, and test the different cases. Okay. And we integrate CI/CD into this. Establish automated testing and continuous delivery standards. And then we ideate. We have the problem statement. Now we find out the solution for that problem statement. We explore Jenkins, GitHub Actions, and workflow triggers. And then we trigger design event-driven triggers and schedule the job executions. Then we do the workflow design. Create multi-stage pipelines with build, test, and deploy phases. And finally, we find out a prototype, that is automation workflow. We design CI/CD pipeline stages from build to deployment. And then Jenkins pipelines create Jenkins with automated build and test scripts. So in this prototype diagram, you can see there is a developer who develops and transfer it to the GitHub repository, and from that it triggers workflow and go to GitHub Actions. From that, out of trigger HTTP host, it is transferred to Jenkins pipeline, and from there it is transferred to a cluster. So this is the prototype CI/CD pipeline. And then we will test, validate scripts, execute automation scripts, and verify build success. Then monitor the pipelines, track CI/CD pipeline status, and test coverage metrics. Then we iterate it and try to improve the test cases. And then finally we implement it. We deploy solutions, put the automation workflows into the production environment, and then we'll connect it with Jenkins and GitHub Actions seamlessly. And then we monitor the performance and optimize automation processes. Jenkins is an open source automation server for building, testing, and deploying. The key features are like pipeline will be a code and a plugin ecosystem, distributed build. Then Jenkins pipeline automate workflow with declarative and scripted pipelines. Now GitHub action, it is an event-driven trigger. It automate workflow on push, pull, request, or schedule. Then YAML workflow, define automation steps using configuration file. Then Jenkins integration, trigger Jenkins jobs from GitHub action. So these are the MCQ questions. You can go through and find the answer. Thank you. If you are having any doubts in this topic, you can comment